Hey, what's up everyone? Morey here from the Performance Lab of California. Got a super exciting video here today. It's gonna be on overall leg turnover when you're sprinting. I was having a conversation with a guy that just recently joined the speed program. He was like, I'm really trying to work on my leg turnover and would like to be able to get more information for that. And it made me think, dang, I don't have any videos actually talking about leg turnover and how to get that better. So now we're here making the video for you. So the big thing that goes into leg turnover is your ability to be very cyclical on your feet, right? So if you're going and you're running, and as this leg's going and it's cycling through and it's hitting the ground, you really have two things that could mess you up. One, you're landing with your foot too far out in front of you, right? So you want to be able to cycle and make it so your foot lands right underneath. It really wants to be, your hips want to be a little bit back, so you want to be able to draw a straight line from my earlobe all the way down to the middle part of my foot, right? And that's right when my leg's landing here, okay? And that will make it so then my transfer becomes very, very cyclical, right? I'm going and I'm landing right underneath me, and I'm able to get right back off of my foot very, very quickly. I don't spend a lot of time on the ground, and that's how it's a key part of being able to increase turnover. And the reason why is because if I end up landing and my feet are out in front of me, now what needs to happen is my weight has to transfer up onto this leg, and then I also have to transfer my weight out in front, and then I push off. Right? So that's going to make it so I spend too much time on the ground, which is going to negatively impact my turnover. However, if I go and I'm running and I'm cycling through and I'm landing with my leg right underneath me, now my weight is already getting propelled forward, so I'm able to push off very, very quickly. Okay, so that's one important part of being able to understand how to increase overall turnover. The next part is going to be the overall efficiency of the movement and the press, right? So what that means is how exactly are you pressing off the ground? So if my leg, and this ends up being a big problem here as well, is if I'm pressing off the ground and I'm pushing my leg back and my foot's getting back too far back behind me, now when I try to bring my leg back up and through, I'm not going to be able to get the same type of speed as I can if I push straight up and then drive my knee through, right? So the difference is, and we've talked about this in other videos, and the difference is being able to push your foot here and getting that foot stuck too far back in comparison to being able to almost push your body up and making it so you're driving your foot almost right up to your butt. There becomes a time where you are going to be in a little bit of extension, but you just got to get that heel up to your butt as fast as you can, so then you are able to transfer back up and through as fast as you can and get that leg out in front and continue on that cycle. Because if your foot gets too far back behind you, now when you try to drive through, your knee comes through late, and then you just extend out and you land, and those are going to be the people that are going to land on their legs or on their feet very, very hard, right? So that's going to be just like more of a heel lander, just more of an aggressive hitting the ground, because what helps you, what makes it so you light on your feet is getting the foot out in front and then pulling back. That's what makes it so you really get that nice toe off, right? If you're just trying to just dominate or really just like push straight off the ground and just try to push back and have more of that type of motion, then you're gonna end up just wasting a lot more overall force, and it's also gonna make it so you land on the ground a lot harder. So those are two very important concepts to understand. I mean, obviously another big part of turnover is going to be your ability to have like that fast twitch muscle fiber, right? So just the ability to just move your legs faster would be the third part. But that's just being able to practice and learning how to move your legs faster. That's not like I mean, you could work on that skill of just being able to get the technique of your sprint cycle, and maybe you could watch that video, what is going to be the overall sprint cycle, and then being able to work that speed cycle faster and faster and faster. I mean, that's essentially what the turnover is. But these are concepts that are going to negatively impact your ability to really hone in on that leg cycle and make some improvements within, some of the nitty-gritty that you might be hung up on or might be stuck up on in terms of actually creating a big impact in your actual leg cycle, right? So if you're, right now landing hard on your foot and letting that foot get way back behind you as you're cycling back, but you're trying to work just overall leg cycle, but that ends up being a problem, this video is made to make it so you can kind of connect with that problem, be able to fix it, understand that, it's because I'm letting my foot get too far back when I'm pushing off, rather than trying to get more of a vertical push and then making it so it's a much overall cleaner motion. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be important. I think that video is going to be very, very it's a great way to understand how to increase turnover. And really it goes down to two things. One, your leg is too far out in front of you, or your leg is too far back behind you. Really two very simple concepts. So if you can work on that and be able to understand that, connect to that, you'll really be able to make a big difference in how fast your leg's going to be able to cycle through, how to create better turnover, and that is, so crucial in sprinting. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope I didn't talk too much. As always, thanks for watching what we do, and we will see you soon.